Hello YouTube, I'm Rob from Arrowhead YGO coming at you with a deck discussion video. Yes, it's just like what we did with Yosenju's earlier in the week, where I sit down, talk about a deck, an archetype, and explain what its impact on the meta could be. It's how any new support it's going to get will help, etc. As I said, we did this earlier in the week with me and Carlos. We did Yosenju's. Well, today, I'm going to be talking about Cyber Dragons. Yes, not going to specifically just sit here and talk about the new Cyber Dragon cards, because everybody and their mother's already done it, so you probably already know what it does, but I will briefly say it. But, yeah, with the new Cyber Dragon support, also other cards, non-archetypal, that actually really help out the deck. So, to start, one thing I'm very impressed about with this new deck, with its new support, in case you haven't noticed, we're talking about post-Cross Souls, when they get Cyber Dragon Infinity and Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon. It has so much OTK potential. It's so powerful, and it's relatively easy to do. I think I've been testing with it for a little while, and I almost always am able to set this board up. Sometimes they out it, and that happens. But generally, if you get this board set up, it's game. At the end of this play, you do a total of 15,300 damage in one turn. With just 2 monsters, you do that. That is insane OTK potential. The end of the board is you end up with the 2 new cards, Cyber Dragon Infinity and Rampage Dragon. You need Nova on board, however you get him out. This is a lot of ways, but get Nova on board, use his effect, detach a Cyber Dragon, special summon that Cyber Dragon, then overlay into Infinity, then use Power Bond with a Cyber Dragon in hand, and the one you just special summoned to get Rampage Dragon, pitch 2 from the deck. Rampage Dragon attack 3 times with 4,200 because of Power Bond. And you have a 2,700 Cyber Dragon Infinity, who is an Infernity Barrier. Just insane. You have a once per turn protection, and a monster with 4,200 attack that can attack 3 times. Also, your little Infernity Barrier is also an Honor Arc that doesn't need to be for special summoned monsters either. So that is a big plus. It's just great. So yeah, other cards that also help this deck out are cards Solar Windjammer. He does the same thing as Cyber Dragon, the actual Cyber Dragon. If you have no monsters on your field, special summon him. He's a level 5 light attribute machine type monster. The only negative is you can only control one of him, but really, you're never going to normal summon him. You'd only special summon him, which means he'd have to be the only one. So, there's that. But yeah, so it's a great card. I run one of him in mine, and he's testing out pretty damn well. He's searchable through Cyber Repair Plan. Then, there is Chronomaly Golden Jet. It's a level 4 light machine type monster, where once per turn you can increase the level of all Chronomaly monsters by 1. So they become a level 5. Chronomaly Golden Jet becomes level 5. Becomes a level 5 light machine type monster that you can normal summon. So that's good. Makes it a little easier to play. You can go Cyber Dragon from your hand, special summon, then or Solar Windjammer, then normal summon Chronomaly Golden Jet, uses effect, rank 5 into Nova. You already have your Cyber Dragon Infinity. This deck is basically kind of like an Infinity Turbo with the way I play it. And it works really well, because Infinity is an amazing card. So, there's that. the deck still has one major problem, and that's consistency. One card that helps out a little bit is something we should be getting in World Superstars. I mean, we've already been it's already been confirmed we're getting support for this archetype, but not this monster specifically. I'd be pissed if they didn't. That's Galaxy Soldier. You can pitch a light monster. Your entire deck is a monster lineup is a light. Special summon him, then add a Galaxy monster. So you can add himself. He doesn't have that clause except Galaxy Soldier. You can add Galaxy Soldier to your hand. So that's good. It's a little more consistency. But there's no outside of Cyber Repair Plant and Cyber Dragon Core searching out the Repair Plant, there's no real Cyber Dragon search card. So they rely on a lot of generic draw power. Like Reckless Greed, Upstart Goblin, One Day Apiece, that kind of thing. They have a little archetypal draw power in Cyber Valley, but that's it. There's no real search for the card. So that kind of puts a damper on it. Which is why I also think Pot of Greed should come back to one. It's a generic searcher. It's not broken and really help out. But that's still the biggest problem with Cyber Dragons. That was something I was really hoping they would make when they made Legacy support was searchability. They didn't. But the support we got is still really good. So I'm not going to complain too much. But overall, the deck has incredible OTK potential. It's relatively easy to bring out the new boss monster in Cyber Dragon Infinity because Nova just needs two level 5 machine types, not 2 Cyber Dragons, which is good. So you can use Solar Windjammer, Galaxy Soldier, blah 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 blah, all that stuff. It's really good. It helps out a lot. Will the deck be meta? Now that's a question. Or will it hit the level that Volcanics did? Maybe. It's definitely got the potential to, but it's just a matter of consistency. It's a matter of consistency. That's what kept Volcanics from being meta before, was their consistency issue. Oh, and the fact that the Blaze Accelerator card, the spell cards blow. But yeah, their consistency was a very big issue. Cyber Dragons still have that, but they have a lot of power and they can easily bring out that Cyber Dragon Infinity. But is it enough? So I'd like to know what you think. What do you think about the deck? What do you think other cards that could help it out? I know Chronomaly Nebra Disc is coming out in World Superstars, so that could help out a lot. You can make a Chronomaly Cyber Dragon deck, which is okay. I couldn't figure out a good way to make it work, but maybe you can. Let me know in the comment section below other cards that may help this archetype. What do you think of the archetype? How good do you think it'll be? All that good stuff. Just anything about this archetype. Remember to thumbs up if you wish. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Rob from Arrowhead YGO. Signing out.